Video is for Unit 5, Learning Target 6. It's designed for students that attend Grant County Middle School and are preparing for an upcoming test in 6th grade social studies. And so, Learning Target 6 is explain how various interest groups have competing interests in the Amazon rainforest. We discussed 6 different groups of people. And what you need to know is basically what is sustainable development. And sustainable development, reading from the book, is using resources in ways that meet the needs of people today without hurting the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This means finding ways to use resources without using them up. So it keeps them as they are. Earlier I said focus on the word sustain, which means to maintain or keep as is. You need to know which groups are, out of the 6 groups we talked about, practice sustainable development and maybe how they do so. And then you need to think about how those that don't practice, how they don't practice it. The groups that do practice sustainable development are the native Amazonians, the rubber tappers, and the environmentalists. Of course, the rubber tappers use the trees, and they leave the trees alone. They don't really cut them down. They just use it as it is. Native Amazonians will cut down part of the forest, but they don't cut down major parts of it, so it refills itself back up. And the reason why they would cut it down is that they can use a little bit for farmland. The environmentalists just want to leave it as it is. Now, sometimes they'll do something like ecotourism, which is they'll limit how many people can go and visit the area, and in doing that, they'll try to make a profit. So they'll try to make some money off people going down there on vacation, so to speak, and sightseeing. But if they overdo that, then they're going to cause some problems. So that's something to be wary of. But those 3 groups practice sustainable development. The 3 that don't are the loggers, the settlers, and the ranchers. When these people come through, they basically change the lay of the land completely. They cut down all the trees as if they're the loggers, and then they use the wood. And usually the ranchers and settlers will follow the loggers after the loggers go in. The ranchers now have, with the trees gone, a lot of open area, which is needed. Space is needed to raise cattle as well as other animals that you would want to harvest and sell off the beef. There's a lot of money involved in this, and that's why people want to do it. And then, of course, the settlers are people that just want a place to live and find a way to make a living. As we discussed in class, the coastline of Brazil is quite crowded. The weather's great. Who doesn't want to live along the coast when you have sunny weather? And so that land on the interior of Brazil is kind of valuable to those people who would not be able to afford to live near the coastline. So if you know the difference between who practices sustainable development and who doesn't, you're ready to rock and roll on this test. Good luck.